Allegiance, everybody can rise. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Let the record show that all board members are present, as well as Clerk Treasurer Donna Coomer and our attorney Bo Seller. We have an agenda that's been provided, short as it is. I would entertain a motion to approve.
So movement. I'll second.
Okay, motion by Ryan, second by Nathan. Any edits? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
That was unanimous. We have our approval or correction of our meeting minutes from our July 18th meeting, our current claims, and our payroll allowance docket from July 14th to July 27th. Entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve as presented by Nathan.
Second.
Second by Ryan. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous. I only see staff here, so it looks like there's no public comment, no old business, and our new business is just our regular report from our director, Tim Crawford.
Your old operator.
Your old operator.
Yeah. Good morning, good morning.
He's already been at work this morning with meetings and everything else.
Right. I would start off by mentioning, we had a brief conversation prior to the meeting about the deluge that we received yesterday. We did make it through it with no overflows, which was pretty phenomenal because it was a little over 3/4 of an inch rain in about an hour and a half. So, pleased to report that. The other thing that I would update the board members and the board about today is the reminder Market Street project will be next week. It should not impede Market Street at all. It is slated to be completed within 14 days, so that will be good. Be glad to get that off our plates. Second item that I would have is just a recap of one of the previous items at the last meeting. Is the grease ordinance, I believe, is waiting for approval of the city council. I'm not sure.
It's on the agenda for Monday's meeting.
Great. And that is good to hear. As a matter of fact, I had a meeting this morning with the North Clark Community Hospital people that we kind of utilized some of that verbiage already on it by virtue that it is coming in. That meeting went well. I think they're getting closer. Of course, they've been saying that for a while, but we should get closer on that. Last but not least, I did provide Bo and his staff with a document earlier this week in reference to a request for an easement for Duke Energy to move the power poles at the new treatment plant facility site. I know that Bo is in review of that. He's got some stuff that he needs to do. I will not try to speak for him, but that is something that's coming down the pipe. And the only thing that I would say about that is hindering the movement of some of the electrical stuff in the plant that is contingent on this approval.
And one thing just on that, it might need to go through Board of Works for approval.
Okay.
More to come on that. We're kind of looking at some of the real estate, but I think we'll probably have to go through Board of Works.
Okay. Just in case if it's a timing issue, our next Board of Works meeting will be next Wednesday. And Randy usually tries to get those agendas out on Monday. So if there's any chance to have stuff put on there. And if I need to do a late ad, obviously I can if it comes down. And since it is kind of a timing issue, we can put that on there if we need to.
Thank you. That's actually all I have this morning, unless anybody has any questions for me.
And then Tim and I are on a call at 11:30
Yes,
today about funding, have a conversation with Baker Tilly and the group that's doing the Highway 62 pump station review. Did you get that invitation? Because I told them to invite you. Okay, good. So we had a brief conversation with Baker Tilly last week about using some sewer revenues, and Tim and I kind of talked about not exceeding the capacity funds that we had received for those projects, because that makes sense. So we will have more information from that of how that project could be funded through a little bit of sewer revenue and then also through redevelopment contributions after this meeting today.
Nothing else. That's all I have today.
All right. Any questions for Tim?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, like I said, abbreviated agenda. That's really all I had, unless the board has any matters they want to bring up or questions. All right, hearing none, entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Ryan,
Second.
second by Nathan, all in favor of adjournment, say aye. Aye, and adjourn, thank you all.
It's a record meeting, man.
Virtual meeting.